Hey gang, I had planned to go to the Keystone Conference, a celebration of gender diversity in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania at the end of March 25th through the 29th. That was going to be my third vacation this winter, and actually that's technically not winter time anymore, but they canceled the conference because of the coronavirus. Now, you know, whatever you might think about that, I just kind of wanted to, you know, throw it out there because I had said that I did say I was going there, and some of my subscribers were anticipating some reports from Keystone, so that won't be happening. But in a way, I'm grateful that I am not going to be at Keystone talking about bad things like someone came from overseas and brought the coronavirus to Keystone, and 7 people that were having fun in the bar last night or the other night are now sick. So we won't have to worry about that. The admins, I like to call them, for lack, I can't think of the proper term, but I guess it's admins, administration for Keystone Conference, the trans folk who put this conference on. They created it, they assembled it, they found vendors, they found venues, and they have promoted and made their Keystone Conference one of the best trans conferences in the country for the last 12 years. For 12 years. I went last year for my first time, had to come again, had to do it again. Okay? A lot of great people, a lot of interesting speakers at the different lunches. The cool thing about the Keystone is that every day there's a luncheon that you can sign up for. You got to pay for it, of course, but every day there's a luncheon with a speaker, with a keynote speaker. And so you get to learn about trans issues and things. Last year we learned about trans athletes and the dilemmas, that the issues that they face. Among other things, we talked to a transgender politician who also ran a utility company, and so we got to hear her success story. Very motivational. We also got to hear from Kimberly Shapley, mother of Kai Shapley, who is a transgender, little transgender girl, and their story is a real tearjerker, very emotional story, and it was so wonderful that I got to see all these people in 4 days. You know, I got to meet with all these people. Yes, there was one other speaker, I can't remember her name. I'm sorry. I guess she didn't make the impression that she should have. Anyway, very good, high quality nonetheless. And this year, as in Boston, as in first event, I was accepted to give my safety in the street seminar at Keystone, so I was looking forward to doing that as well and helping out. You know, it's not to be. And I kind of digressed a little bit. The admins of this thing, this is their baby. It's their creation. They pour their heart and soul into this to make it work. Then the whole time it's going on, they're putting out fires, making sure things are running smoothly, and because it's what they love. They're very passionate about it. And it killed them, I'm sure, to have to cancel the conference. So there's been some mixed emotions from people who were about to go, and it's understandable. But, you know, from my perspective, I believe that their decision was, they sent everyone an email and it explained their decision-making process, and I thought it was extremely thorough. They talked to the CDC, they talked to other people that run conventions, they talked to other promoters, they talked to the hotel, obviously, and they took all the opinions and they came up with, we shouldn't have this conference. If I was running it, I wouldn't have had it. I couldn't live with somebody getting sick and maybe dying. I mean, this coronavirus, I'm not a fear monger, but this coronavirus kills 3% of the people that get it. You can't argue with the numbers. It's quite possible that it's killing more. I mean, I can't imagine that the governments that are putting these numbers out are putting heavy numbers out. I'm sure they're probably putting light numbers out. And 3% is a lot. The admins at Keystone, I think they did the right thing in canceling this, and I hope. I mean, there's 20 other there's like 20 other conferences throughout the year, and so for the people that had to go to that conference, I mean, Keystone's kind of unique. Keystone's pretty cool. The people there are pretty cool. The venues are cool. The restaurants that you get to go to or hang out in are pretty cool. It's set up pretty well. And it has a loyal following. There's some people that have been there 12 times. A very good friend of mine has been there. This would have been their 6th year. This is that thing that keeps people coming back. You could go to another conference. They're refunding our money. They're refunding all their money. And talking about that, the coolest thing was that I saw on Facebook, some of the people have volunteered to donate their registration money to the Keystone Conference to use for whatever. And they, it surprised me that the hotel was willing to give back our room deposits, one-day deposits, because they didn't choose to cancel the conference. The admins at Keystone did, but apparently that's what they're going to do. So it's pretty cool. I mean, I think there was probably going to be like 700 or 800 people there, and probably 500 of them were going to be staying in that hotel. So that's pretty cool. This coronavirus is hitting entertainment venues and hospitality venues across the board. It's hitting them hard. Airlines are discounting their fares, trying to get people in their planes. I heard that Vegas is suffering. Las Vegas is suffering. And I believe it. All the major venues are going to suffer. Probably like after 9/11, when people were just afraid to fly. I'm paying attention to the road. Okay, don't worry. I think the admins at Keystone did a wonderful thing. They're erring on the side of decency and caution. And as important as it is for some of us to get out and be ourselves for 4 days because we can't do it at home, I understand it's very disappointing. It's very disappointing. But it's for your own good. At least you're not going to run the risk of getting this virus. Not there anyway. I'll probably get it somewhere else. Hopefully if we can all stay away from large crowds and things like that until it warms up, maybe May or June, maybe this thing will go away. All right? I hope it's true. I hope that happens. I hope it goes away before anyone has to suffer from it. Anyone more than already has suffered from it. Thanks for listening and watching. Love and peace to all.